Hello, on a very rainy Wednesday school holiday.
Yeah, we're back again. We just can't have enough. We're just here all the time
And
now.
in Auckland, it is the end of term 3, which is, we do 4-term year over here, don't we?
We do.
Not like some countries that do 3-term year. So we have got a 2-week holiday. It's school holidays. It's absolutely chucking it with rain. In fact, every time Joe comes over, it's pouring with rain.
Yeah, and I curl my hair and I have to get in the car and then one side stay curly and the other straight on and see.
So we are here today, not to talk about your hair, but we are here today to announce that we have just released a new podcast series for teenagers. So we are so excited, aren't we? First one yesterday. And we are going to be doing a whole series of topics for teenagers to encourage them through adversity and conflict through those horrible teen years. And we've got some really exciting speakers coming up, including a 16-year-old girl struggling with self-identity. And we have also got an amazing guest speaker coming on board who speaks around the world, but we won't announce him yet, will we? He's amazing.
No, we'll keep it a secret. We've got to keep some secrets and we've got to keep some things in the bag, haven't we?
But meanwhile, I wanted to bring my guest on board today. She thinks she works with me, but actually she's my guest because she, crazy woman, is about to do a 74, gotta breathe, K run in a day.
No, not in a day. I'm doing. Oh, do you mean like I'm doing it in a day? Not I'm doing it in a day, like tomorrow. I'm doing it all
not
in
a
a day.
day's time. You're running it all in a day. Yeah. So what would take me 74 days to run, I could probably do a K a day, but not in a row, is taking Joe 1 day to do. So yes, you sounded shocked because it's not tomorrow.
It's definitely not tomorrow. It's in
2 weeks' time.
It's a week on Saturday, yes.
Yeah,
It's the 12th of October.
And Joe really believes that you can do anything in life. So I think that's quite an example. I have to say I don't quite agree because I don't think I could ever do a 74K run in a day.
Although, to be fair, I haven't actually done it yet. And I'm not entirely too sure how much running is going to take place. There may be quite a lot of crawling, I don't know, kind of semi-stumbling, a bit of crying, snot, tears, you know, the whole works, with a tiny bit of jogging in between. Let's see. But I'm going to do my utmost to get around all 74Ks in a day.
And I've told you this already, I'm going to stay in bed all day because I think that's better support than actually going and cheering her on. I'm actually going to rest for her in bed because I feel exhausted even thinking about it. So I'm actually going to invite Joe on as my guest onto Pods with Posh and Paul, and I'm going to interview you afterwards because I'm okay. As I said on the last podcast, I'm really interested in how physical resilience translates into psychological and emotional resilience, how we survive, how we can push ourselves beyond the limit of what we can endure. And I think certainly with physical exercise, we get to a pain barrier, don't we? And we have to go beyond it and believe that we can actually get beyond it.
Truly, and I so think our bodies and our mind are capable of doing anything. They are. I was never a runner. It's not like I'm a natural runner. I never did any cross country at school. I was always the kid going, dying. And I just think if you actually put your mind to something and train in the correct way, then you can do anything, absolutely anything. And you know, I've ran a few marathons now, a few half marathons. I've done different types of weightlifting and and different types of classes. And I just think mix it up, throw a little bit in the mix and see what happens.
I am fascinated because I have all my 4 children's friends coming over here, and obviously at this age, teenagers, there's lots of relationship breakups, and the pain that they go through is awful, isn't it? That awful pain when they're struggling so much, and it goes on, and you can't see any hope at the end. You know, you're at a breaking point. And what interests me is that you get to a similar pain barrier where you actually feel as though you can't carry on. When you've lost that relationship, you really have put all hopes and desires into, you've built this connection with somebody, and suddenly they're out of your life, you've lost your best friend. It's such a painful thing, and you have to get beyond that pain barrier, but sometimes you can't, can you? You're just crying out in pain. So the message, I think, is that in life, there's constantly that pain barrier, isn't there? Whether it's physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual even.
And sometimes it all feels the same, doesn't it?
It does. And we get to a place where you feel as though you just can't get through it. You don't know what to do because it's so hard. But the thing is, with that barrier, once you cross it, it does get easier. But when you're at it, it's just so hard. So what do you do, Joe? Not that I'm interviewing you right now. I'm quite interested in what you do when you get to that pain barrier when you're running.
Again, you know, like we had this big talk yesterday about self-love, didn't we? We were talking about affirmations. I'm very good at talking to myself. Nobody else generally listens, so it's a well-formed habit. But I'm very good at talking to myself. Like, for instance, it will be one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Keep going, Joe. You can do it. You can do it. I do a lot of self-talk, self-help talk. I also think of other things, like my beautiful, gorgeous sister, who is my bestest friend, is currently, fighting cancer with every part of her being. And I think, good golly, if she can do that, I can put one foot in front of the other and I can get set through 74 kilometres. And sometimes it's really freaking hard, because you do go through, like I did an off-road 20-kilometre event the other week, and I thought, 20k will be fine. I had so many dark moments in that 20 kilometres. You just don't know what's going to come up on the day. I was tired, hadn't slept very well the day before, my nutrition was crap. I basically did everything wrong, but I still thought I was going to be okay. I wasn't. Hit every dark moment, everything. I just had to pull out every bit of strength within inside me. You can do it, Joe. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Think of how you'll feel at the end. Think of the achievement. And it's that constant self-talk. But to be fair, that's what gets me through a lot in life, even pain of friendships, relationships, and, other things going on. There's a lot of sitting down, thinking about things, and just self-talk, although I didn't sit down when I was running.
But therefore, for teenagers also, when they're struggling in life, or adults, doesn't matter who it is, to actually connect with other people and to hear those words spoken over your life, is that you can actually do it. To have somebody speak that for you is quite powerful as well, isn't it? You can actually do it. I know you're in pain right now, but you can push through it, you can find the strength. And sometimes we need other people to do that for us.
Oh, yeah.
You obviously can do it for yourself very well.
Yeah, but I haven't always been able to do it for myself. I've had 4 years of counselling. I've seen coaches over certain things. So, and that's a personal, spiritual or emotional stuff. And I've had to have help getting over certain barriers. And I've gone and sought that help because I wanted to be the healthiest version of me I can be. But on a lot of things, I can do it myself. But I think there's many people out there who can't. They need their handhold, and that's okay as well. There's no right or wrong. It's just who we are, isn't it? There's no recipe. It's just your personal recipe and what works for you.
But if you're in a place where you're desperate and struggling and can't get through, then go and seek someone out.
Always, and there is always someone.
There's always someone there. I mean, the thing is, you feel so alone at those times, don't you? Your job's ended, something you invested in has come to an end, and you just can't see beyond it. There is always somebody there, but sometimes you need to step out of your comfort zone and actually go knock on someone's door, make a phone call, say, have you just got 5 minutes? I'm just in a desperate situation.
Or just be honest, because I think that's what a lot of things in life, it's not even that there's nobody around, but sometimes people around you don't know there's something wrong, because we are so good at putting on masks. We are so good at hiding things because we don't want to be vulnerable. We don't want to be honest. We're ashamed of how we're feeling, or we don't want to be a burden to other people. So we put on these masks. Stop. We need to start being honest, because it's only going to help our future youth as well. We need to lead by example. We need to show them that we can be vulnerable, but by being vulnerable, show your weaknesses. But your weaknesses are not necessarily your weaknesses, because sometimes they're your biggest strengths. So just actually speak out to the people who are around you.
And authenticity is really important, isn't it?
Absolutely.
As everyone can see by us doing the podcast, because we're completely flawless all the time, honestly, all the time. And we have a really exciting lineup of guests.
Oh my god, we've got so many cool things coming up. We're releasing one next week from this beautiful lady called Ashia, who has released the most beautiful Indian cookbook. But she's done that. She's followed a dream. So she's a grown woman who has followed a dream, because lots of women don't do that. We are forever putting family, children, husbands, friends first. But she had her dream. She needed to do something for herself, and she did it. And it's beautiful. And she tells her story, and some of it's, about adversity as well. We have got lovely Stacey on about her journey living with dyslexia.
That's a powerful one. That's really an amazing one, isn't it?
She grew up feeling stupid, and then sometimes the labels really help, because she's realised she's really not stupid. And what about Jenny, who we interviewed yesterday?
She was amazing. She grew up with facial disfigurement and had to have many operations, and was rejected at school, and talks about bullying and self-identity. So that's a really powerful story. She's gone on to write many children's books and speak in schools.
Yep.
And then we've got a beautiful 16-year-old coming up as well, talking about self-esteem. Yeah. And then others that we've all got lined up to record. So we're really excited. So please pass on our podcast, advertise us, like us on our page, And we've just started to get out on YouTube as well, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We've
I'm
opened a
still
YouTube
learning
channel.
what to do.
But if you've got a story to tell, get in touch with us. If you know someone who's got a story to tell, pass on our details to them, or vice versa, because that would be great. We're always trying to get stories out there into the world. And yeah, we are here to help. We are here to share.
And listen to the updates on your run.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that, we'll go now. Okay. I'm sure we'll be back tomorrow.
So you have to put your finger that way. I have to put my finger that way. And we have to try and end the two at the same
We're going to
time.
go now. Bye.
See you soon. Delete.